starters have been introduced, and it's time to say I'm Mike Peden. Coming in at the last minute, MBL playoff basketball, Minnesota and Grand Rapids. We covered the regular season meeting here, an offensive shootout that Minnesota won handily. We will get all of the names and numbers as we make our way through. Again, I just arrived right as the warm-up clock expired. I came from another game, if you're watching this on the TSB Television YouTube channel. So we're underway here. Minnesota wearing the white today, Grand Rapids wearing their red. And they start with a three. That was Rashad Rainey. Grand Rapids not wasting any time. Three offline. Rebound picked up by Reggie Rogers. And he will give it to Sam Willis. Willis on the take. And he gets us on the board. Grand Rapids with the rock. That's Gerard away. Again, still getting names and numbers down. That's Semi Ryans the second. He misses the three. Minnesota on the move. We play with pro rules, as you probably know by now. Going baseline and flipping in the reverse, Sam Willis. He's off to a quick 4-point start for the Bulldogs. That's going to put the Fusion in a bind, but not for long. And we've got some DJ music going on here. Harvey, the kick out to Sam Taylor. He's offline. Minnesota taking it up court. Rashad Rainey scores. Minnesota off to a 6-0 start. Taylor. Now Ryans the second. Buries the three. And Grand Rapids is on the board. Hines missing the J, and he goes down holding his right ankle. .9:56 left in the first quarter. That's not a good sign to Coy Hines, who played his high school ball at Minneapolis North. Hopping back to the bench. I don't care what level you're at, that is not a good sight to see. But we'll resume. And filling in for him will be Terrell Clark, number 3. We'll see if Hines is able to come back. Ball deflected, no backcourt. Or was it? Now the officials are going to have to sort this out. 6-3, Minnesota over Grand Rapids in the MBL playoffs. Reggie Rogers to Rainey. Rainey with the handoff to Clark. Now back to Willis. Parker. Bounce pass to Clark. Looking for the fadeaway. He got it. But Hines in a heap of trouble as he hops his way to the training room. This could be a serious ankle injury. Grand Rapids bringing a deeper roster than the first time they came here. We'll see how that impacts the game, but right now they're having a hard time getting much rhythm momentum established as they turn it over. Rainey. High-low. Not there. Fusion on the move. Oray to Taylor for three. Yes. Sam Taylor drops a three from the corner. It's 8-6. Terrell Clark. Over to Sam Willis. Willis surveys the field. The 24-second shot clock makes for some fast-paced basketball as Grand Rapids looks to bring a little pace, and they will. Taylor to Minty. And Grand Rapids tying it up after the slow start. Of course, with 12-minute quarters, you're never out of it. Willis over to Parker. Parker got bumped, 7 on the shot clock, but I think we'll have a reset. Minty take for the foul, and that will reset the clock for the Bulldogs. The kick out to Willis along the wing. The scoop won't go in, but a foul. Here at PACT Secondary School, up in Ramsey, a bit of a hike for us metro area people, but not a bad place to play basketball at this level. That's Oray inside to Mincy. He's looking for the scoop, and he can't get it to go either. Some finger rolls that proved to be a little strong. And we will have a side out for Minnesota. 7:24 left in the first quarter. Parker. Turnaround. And in. C.J. Parker with his first bucket. If you're wondering about the quick start, I came over from a section semifinal game, De La Salle knocking off St. Anthony Village, but that game started at 5, and then I had a delay getting here. So jumping in right as action began. Sam Taylor getting 3 points of action there. His second triple, 11-10 to score. Sam Taylor with 6 points. And Grand Rapids favoring the 3-ball in the early going. Willis got hacked on the way up. He'll shoot 2. Unless it was ruled before the shot, and that turns out to be the case. We did a couple of their games back in the fall, and then the Bulldogs went on a slew of road games, 3 on the way. Both teams 8-6 coming into this one. Minnesota picked up a couple of wins via forfeit when opposing teams weren't able to play, including a couple of home games. Kashmir McCullough utilizing his length for the block. Clark on the attack. Not there, but C.J. Parker is for cleanup duty. Those second chance points always valuable. 12-11, Minnesota over Grand Rapids. Fuchsia looking for another 3. Minnesota opting to play it, and it works out as Grand Rapids couldn't catch up in time. Marcus Vander II running out of real estate, but that nearly gave Grand Rapids a free ball. You gotta play those wisely when you make those maneuvers. Here come the Bulldogs. That was Ethan Rohan, number 4. More high-flying action. And the other way we go. Blink and you'll miss it. Minnesota flooring it. McCullough gets the layup. The first meeting between these two, again, was an offensive shootout. Minnesota had it locked up, but Grand Rapids made a late charge. It ended up being a 140-130 affair, if memory serves. And if Grand Rapids keeps knocking down threes, they could run up the score in a big way. Sammy Rhines II knocks down his second three of the game. Here comes Willis. Willis over to McCullough. He pulls up for three, can't bury it. Rebound Rhines II. And Grand Rapids draws the block. That will lead to free throws with 4:37 left in the first quarter. Gerard Oray will shoot two. Gets the front end to go.
Number 21 and 23 checks in for Grand Rapids.
Knocks them both. So Grand Rapids up 16-14. And this, we're seeing both teams tap into their benches as Bryce Williams, the step back three is pure. 17-16. There's a name I remember from the first meeting, Lamont Cope. Marcus Vander II lunges underneath and squeezes in for the bucket. Touch three from the corner, bullseye. Ethan Rohan, he's on the board. Minnesota, again going deep into the bench. Part of that has to do with the injury to Hines that he suffered early in the first quarter. Ryans, sidearm, skip to Cope. Another three, this one off the rim. Terrell Clark snatches the board. Takes off running. McCullough, thought about it, moves in, can't get the bounce. Rebound Harvey. And a late foul on the attack by Marcus Vander II. Vander II has a field goal, but it's early with these lengthier games. It doesn't take a whole lot to build a run. It doesn't take much to work your way back.
Substitution, Minnesota. Copeland checks in for 7 minutes. And he gets the second.
Vander II knocks them both down. Grand Rapids off to a 4-for-4 start from the free throw line. 20 all. Clark. Over to Williams. Grand Rapids gets the takeaway. Harvey, too strong on the other end. Rohan, outlet, underthrown, intercepted by Vander II. Oray, thought about it. Ryans II pulls up for three. Swish. Sammy Ryans II with 3 triples. I remember one of the elders for Grand Rapids, and I do have to issue a correction. Number 4 for Minnesota is not Ethan Rohan. I got my rosters mixed up. It's Kavarian Williams. I don't want him or his network coming after me. That's what Abe is for. Abe keeps me accountable, and so does Howard. If I didn't get here in time, Abe would never let me hear the end of it. Kashmir Ricola at the line, missing the front end. Blanks. So missed opportunity at the line. O'Ray open on the other end. Minnesota lost him. O'Ray says, thank you very much. I'll take that baseline drive to the cup. And it's 25-20. Grand Rapids with their largest lead, but again, both teams, they like to floor it. They can put up points in a hurry, as Bryce Williams demonstrates on the finger roll. So an early deficit doesn't hurt you all that much right now. But Grand Rapids feeling it from three-point range. Sammy Ryan's three-ball corner pocket. Minnesota will take a timeout. 2:01 left in the first quarter, and Grand Rapids knocking down threes and taking names.
Mic'd Up Sports is TSP Television's talk show series. Available on all major podcast platforms, we offer sports figures, past and present, a place to convey stories and adventures on a deeper level than our traditional game coverage. Whether you're a superstar athlete or someone who works behind the scenes, we'd be honored to share your story. If you'd like to be a guest, contact us at The Mike Peden on all major social platforms.
Grand Rapids number 23, Lamont Cole. Minnesota.
All right. Where are we? 1:38 left in the second. Still 28-22, and a technical foul was issued on Minnesota. I'm sure Eagle-Eyed Abe can tell me what happened. No? He says no. I had to take a little break. You might have seen me zipping around. 28-22 is the score. Clark to Parker. Three short. Rebound O'Ray. He's looking for the outlet. Instead, he's going to pass it near the DJ station. And we'll retrieve the ball. So Minnesota will pick it up. Willis. Bounce pass to Parker. Back to Willis. Traveling call. And Minnesota turns it over again. Busy day of sports around the Metro. That was a heave and a prayer for Lamont Cope, but it was answered. He'll get a foul and a chance to shoot free throws. Already, Grand Rapids with a 6-point lead, looking to add to it here as we near the end of the first quarter. Lamont Cope short on the front end. It's the second, but it was a foul on a three-point shot.
Substitution, Minnesota. Bryce Williams checks in for Terrell Clark.
One of three. So not the best opportunity. Foul on the rebound. Again. Lots of high-flying activity. with Minnesota using up their fouls to give, that loose ball foul will send Grand Rapids back to the free throw line. Cope was 1 of 3 in his last trip. No trouble here. 31-22. Willis drains the elbow J. He's got 6 as we are under a minute left in the first in this playoff battle. Minnesota picks the pocket of Cope, but the outlet too strong. O'Ray tracks it down, and Grand Rapids will get a reset effectively. 3-ball, corner pocket. Sammy Ryans, 5 3-pointers in the first quarter. 5. And Grand Rapids will be tough to stop. They might have a chance to add another. Ryans finds Vander the second. The dish and the layup for Jimmy Harvey. A huge first quarter for Grand Rapids. Minnesota will get the last shot of the period. Who will take it? 5 to shoot. And Bryce Williams uncontested to the bucket. Oh boy. Well, that would have been icing on the cake. But a big first quarter nonetheless for Sammy Ryans II and Grand Rapids. They lead 36-26 at the end of one. This is MBL basketball on TSB television.
Twin Cities Sports Broadcasting, and a whole lot more. That's what you get from TSB television. We provide long-lasting digital coverage of your favorite athletes from the preps to the pros. Dazzling moves.
Holloman, good if it goes. Yes!
Game winners.
James, she's in trouble. Finds James, toss shot, it goes in!
And everything in between. Before we let you go, do you want to say hi to anybody?
Oh, I don't know. Let's put me on the spot there.
If you want to connect with our audience, visit us at patreon.com/TSB television or sponsor our coverage through PayPal and Cash App. Thank you for watching.
Second quarter just about to start here at PACT Secondary School in Ramsey. Mike Beaton with you, 36-26. The story of the first quarter, Sammy Ryans, 15 points, 5 3-pointers. He missed his last one, and he missed that one. The last one was from beyond half court, so we can give him a little bit of slack. Sam Willis with another blistering take to the cup. But the 3-point game, the story right now, and the agility overall as Marcus Vander II, I believe they'll give him continuation. They do. I did see the signal.
Adam Wright checks in first.
Marcus Vander II. Completes the 3-point play. Grand Rapids 8 of 10 from the free throw line. Williams to Copeland. Willis pulls up for 3. Minnesota still looking for a consistent 3-point stroke. Cross court. They'll try from the left side. That's off the rim. Cope with the board. And away he goes. He'll feed it to Taylor. Now Grand Rapids having a tough time with those threes, but they stay with it underneath, and Sammy Ryans adds a putback bucket to what has been a huge performance from him so far. Nicola got fouled. The foul is on Harvey. Nicola to Copeland. Willis Back to McCullough. Got it. McCullough getting the friendly bounce. And that's his second bucket of the game. Another three. And that three-point touch starting to fade. 3-ball. Short. That's 4 misses from three-point range, but another foul underneath, and it's on Minnesota.
Foul square to number 15, Sam Willis.
Now, we play with pro rules, so you get 4 fouls per quarter. Even though on the scoreboard it tells a different story.
Substitution, Armani Scott checks in for Devontae Goldman.
.41-30, Grand Rapids over Minnesota. Playoff basketball here in the MBL. 17-footer, too strong for Sam Willis. And Grand Rapids will pick up another dead ball rebound. We began the year at the High School for Recording Arts. I will happen to be there. Minnesota called for another foul. This one on Adam Wright. And another. Minnesota having a tough time staying in front of their assignments. And that means more free throws.
Number 2, Sammy Ryan next to the line, shooting 3 for Grand Rapids.
It will be Sammy Ryans this time. He had 5 triples in the first quarter. He'll get 3 free throws here. Sammy Ryans the second. Played his college ball for Aquinas. And he'll get all 3. That makes it 44-30. And Sammy Ryans already with 20 points. Ryans graduated from Aquinas 3 years ago. And Sam Willis gets another finger roll to go. Taylor launches, can't connect. Rebound, Armani Scott. And Minnesota trying to get back on the move. They were able to take advantage of a short roster the first time around. Minnesota with a second chance bucket from Adam Wright. Cope avoids the pressure. Another 3. Bullseye. Marcus Vander II knocks down his first 3 of the game. And it's 47-34. Minnesota. Timeout. Bulldogs take it, 47-34. 9:03 left in the second quarter.
Mic'd Up Sports is TSB Television's talk show series. Available on all major podcast platforms, we offer sports figures, past and present, a place to convey stories and adventures on a deeper level than our traditional game coverage. Whether you're a superstar athlete or someone who works behind the scenes, we'd be honored to share your story. If you'd like to be a guest, contact us at The Mike Peden on all major social platforms.
I didn't realize how quickly these timeouts are in MBL basketball. I guess I didn't realize how quick they are when you don't have media timeouts. And Sam Willis displaying his quickness as we resume play in the second quarter, 47-36. Willis up to 12, but the story remains. Sammy Ryans the second. There he is again, but he's short on the 3. Hit 5 in the first quarter, has not hit from long range since. Minnesota on the move. Williams throws it to absolutely nowhere and no one. Into the abyss. No man's land. The void. Somewhere never to be seen again. Purgatory. Well, that's where a lot of errant throws go. Basketball purgatory. Minnesota already out of fouls to give. That could pose a problem Grand Rapids 11 of 13 from the free throw line. And it will be Marcus Vander II's turn. He has 10 points.
Vander is the first substitution. Next week, checks in for number 2 Wrights.
Another Grand Rapids native. He knocks down the freebies.
Grand Rapids number 11, Aaron Nesby.
McCullough. He's got the fadeaway down.
2-point basket.
49-38. On the other end, Grand Rapids showing off a little dribble drive through the lane. Marcus Vander II up to 14. The shot clock, there we go. Shot clock and game clock froze temporarily. Sam Willis, he doesn't know the meaning of the word freeze. He's got 14 points and he's keeping Minnesota within reach, giving them a lifeline as Grand Rapids has put up a torrent of offense, utilizing a quick first step. A flex move by Lamont Cope, and he will have a chance for a three-point play. Big game so far for the Fusion. They had a slow start, then bulldozed a boatload of threes. And Cope will make this a 54-40 game. Grand Rapids 14 of 16 from the line. Minnesota has gone to the free throw line just once. 0 for 2 if you're wondering. 3 on the way. McCullough there. No. But Terrell Clark is there for cleanup duty. That's E.J. Haymore, number 42. And I have run out of names on the score sheet. 6:37 left in the second, and another Minnesota foul. They have been caught flat-footed defensively on more than one occasion. Sam Taylor at the line, hit a couple of threes in the first quarter.
Williams checks in for Wright.
Two more makes, puts Grand Rapids at 16 of 18. And Minnesota will have a tough time keeping up if they continue to concede free throws at an alarming rate. If you're on the Minnesota side, Terrell Clark scores down low, but Grand Rapids using free throw after free throw, among other things. Vander II, his three is short. Obord, loose ball. What do we have here? Grand Rapids got the timeout call before the jump. And Minnesota frustrated, 56-44. 6:06 left in the second.
When the high school season is over, TSP Television goes on the highlight trail. Our highlight reels provide you with a valuable resource for recruiters and a keepsake of your favorite athlete. To learn more about our highlight reel services, Contact us at tsbtelevision@gmail.com.
Vander the second. Inside, Minty. Blocked, and Minnesota gets the stop. They could use that as they try to move their way forward. Clark lost it. Kick ball, that will send it back to Grand Rapids. 5:51 left in the second. Grand Rapids going on a late surge to end the first quarter. They have kept Minnesota at bay since. And our scoreboard camera took a bit of a ride. We'll have to get that situated. 5:38 left. Out Minnesota goes. Here comes McCullough. He draws the foul.
Dallas ready to Grand Rapids, number 11. Darren Nesby, number 1.
So McCullough goes to the line. Minnesota again missing their first 2 free throws.
Rohan checks in for Panthers.
McCullough gets the back end. Minnesota with their first make at the line. And Grand Rapids launches a deep 3, short. We do use the high school line. There is no pro line here at PACT secondary charter. 56-45. 8 to shoot. The shot clock hasn't been much of a factor yet. O'Reilly, pass deflected. Minty, too strong. Minnesota looking to lock in. The kick out, the 3. Off the front iron. Rebound, ball deflected. It will stay with Minnesota. 4:50 left in the second. And now it's McCullough, who spins past Minty and rinses in another bucket. Minty. Taylor has held on to the rock for a while, finds an open Minty. Nobody on him. How about a 3? Off the rim, McCullough. Minty had him boxed out, but it's Minnesota with the rock. And getting hacked is Terrell Clark. 56-47. I believe both teams have used up their allotment of fouls to give.
Terrell Clark at the line, shooting. This is the first.
Terrell Clark with 6 points. Minnesota back within 9, but the free throw shooting so far non-existent. Grand Rapids 16 of 18. You do the math as Clark gets the back end. Minnesota 2 of 6. 88% to 33%. But it's not just the percentages. Oh, yes, Nesby was on the line and the official right there. I saw it from here, and so did the ref. Turnover, Minnesota takes over with 4:19 left in the second. They could use a charge. That will help. A touch 3 from C.J. Parker. Minnesota has put in all 13 players on their roster, but still no Decoy Hines, who was injured early in the first. O'Reilly looking to get Grand Rapids back in it. Charge! He bowls over C.J. Parker. And the fans here, while not voluminous in size compared to the previous game I was at a couple hours ago, getting into it as much as they can. Under 4 minutes. One of the officials, I wonder if that's his kid. But C.J. Parker isn't kidding around. Back-to-back threes, and Minnesota within 2. Of course, still a lot of basketball to be played, but this is an opportune time for Minnesota to march forward. Nesby looking for a lane, doesn't see one. Sammy Ryan's the second, he's cooled off. Taylor through one defender, backdoor, tried the no-look pass. Ball up for grabs, scooped up by Parker. Now Minnesota employs the extra pass, count it! Terrell Clark turned what could have been an errant throw into a huge three-point play opportunity. With 3:08 left in the second. A series of twists and turns.
Number 3, Terrell Clark hits the line shooting 1 for Minnesota. Ryan is expected for Grand Rapids.
Terrell Clark up to 10, and Minnesota coming alive in the second. There's Ryan's the second. Just one field goal in the second. Has to get rid of it. And Grand Rapids stepped on the sideline. Minnesota takes over, and they have a chance to augment this run. They trailed by 12 not too long ago. They now lead by 1 and have a chance to get momentum on their side for the second half. But a lot of basketball remains to be played. Clark, the skip. Parker, hounded, goes back to Kavarian Williams. From the key, short, rebound, Harvey. Grand Rapids. O'Reilly, again, going for the extra pass, and that's the second time he got burned for it. Minnesota executes the transition play. Terrell Clark alongside Sam Willis, 59-56. It looks like we are headed for another offensive battle as Minnesota riding a wave. We'll see if Grand Rapids can stem it. Touch 3 off the back iron. Tipping the rebound is Willis. Minnesota wants a 3. They're short. Rebound. Vander the second. O'Reilly backs off. 1:40 left in the second. We've got a little bit of pace after a litany of fouls. That went off of the shot clock. No basket. Dead ball rebound to Minnesota. Minnesota pushing forward. I think that works when you have a few more people, Michael, but I certainly appreciate the enthusiasm, and that will be a foul, and 2 free throws automatically for Minnesota, who looked listless at the start of the second. Far from it now.
Jimmy Harvey.
Who's going to shoot the free throws? We seem to have some issues there. Now we figure out who it is. It's going to be Terrell Clark. Front end not there. Clark with 12 points, 10 in the second quarter. In the playoff rounds. I think Minnesota will be working on their free throw shooting if they advance to the next round. Vander the second, pulling off all sorts of moves before dishing it to O'Reilly. Now O'Reilly being pushed back near half court. One thing, as we have under a minute to go in the second, that may aid this offensive assault as getting the Plinko bounce is Sam Willis. The court is 10 feet smaller than what most of these men have been accustomed to over the years. Lob pass down low, intercepted. Williams stumbles, and a free ball for Grand Rapids. That will lead to an easy layup for Sammy Ryans II. Minnesota lost their handle, and that will put a stop, at least for the moment, to what had been an uncontested, unblemished Minnesota run. C.J. Parker not liking how closely Jimmy Harvey's playing him defensively. 9 on the shot clock as Willis was taking his time. Now a foul, and Parker will go to the line with 6.4. So Minnesota will have a chance to come up with some points here. Although Grand Rapids will have some time for one last answer of their own. Parker gets the front end. He has been one of the second quarter sultans for Minnesota. But he'll have to settle for a split. Grand Rapids with time. They get across. Good if it goes. Bullseye! Gerard O'Reilly. His first and only bucket of the frame, but it does give Grand Rapids a much-needed morale boost. 62-61. Minnesota takes a 1-point lead. After a big run, Grand Rapids gets the buzzer beater 3. So we have 2 more quarters to go to find out who wins this playoff game. You're watching MBL basketball on TSP television. Minnesota leads Grand Rapids by 1.
Twin Cities Sports Broadcasting, and a whole lot more. That's what you get from TSP Television. We provide long-lasting digital coverage of your favorite athletes from the preps to the pros. Dazzling moves.
Holloman, good if it goes. Yes!
Game winners.
From James. She's in trouble. Finds James. Toss shot! It goes in!
And everything in between. Before we let you go, do you want to say hi to anybody?
Oh, I don't know. Let's put me on the spot there.
If you want to connect with our audience, visit us at patreon.com/TSB Television or sponsor our coverage through PayPal and Cash App. Thank you for watching.
Second half, as you can see, just underway. O'Reilly missing the layup. Mike Beaton with you. MBL basketball, single elimination. Winner moves on, loser goes home. 62-61, Minnesota leads Grand Rapids, and they extend that lead as Reggie Rogers, who hadn't scored in the first half, finally connects there. First half leaders, Sam Willis, 16 points, Terrell Clark, 12 for Minnesota, and Sammy Ryans II had 22. He has found his three-point stroke again. He goes up to 25 with his 6th three-pointer of the game. Minnesota won the first meeting, but Grand Rapids has a fuller, if not full-strength contingent. 64-64. 22 points for Ryans. Marcus Vander II, 14. Those are your first half notables. O'Reilly rips that 3 through the cord. 67-64. Grand Rapids built a lead by virtue of their 3 ball, and they look to do the same here to start the second half. The step back for Terrell Clark, stepped into it, I should say. Either way, it goes down, and that's good for 2. 67-66, that's what the score should read. There we go.
Out of bounds, Minnesota ball.
Minnesota takes over. That was Terrell Clark on the miss. Ryan's the second. The handoff, Taylor. Grand Rapids, that has happened more than once, where they go for that extra pass down low, and now Minnesota nearly coughs it up. Terrell Clark oblivious to where the ball was. Not now. He tracks down the rebound. Shot clock resets to 14, as you know. 3, sails left. Rebound, Ryans. O'Reilly. Looking for a passing target, goes back to Ryans. Taylor launches, connects. Taylor did not make a three-pointer or a field goal of any kind in the second quarter, but he's got 3 triples. Minnesota coughs it up. And then a technical foul as Sam Willis expresses his frustration. Meanwhile, the clock is still going. O'Reilly's pointing to the clock, and now the officials get word to the scores table. O'Reilly will shoot the technical. It's just 1, but he knocks it down. Grand Rapids 16 of 18 from the free throw line in the first half. Minnesota 4 of 11. We'll see if that discrepancy comes into play as this game continues. Deep 3. Rebound, Harvey goes up with it, gets it back, dodging defenders and laying it in. Minnesota led by 1. Now Grand Rapids up by 7. They led by as much as 14, but they have held the upper hand thanks to their 3-ball. Minnesota hasn't been able to knock it down as consistently. Sam Willis, he has been Minnesota's hot hand. He goes up to 18. Bounce pass. Another bounce pass. Grand Rapids wants the 3-ball. They had a chance there with Taylor. Instead, he throws it away. Minnesota will take over. Parker. Missed the mark. 73-68. Minnesota looking to defend home territory and move on. Grand Rapids looking for a road win. No matter the level, playoff basketball brings a different vibe, a different atmosphere. O'Reilly brings it to the rim. And O'Reilly off to a good start in this third quarter. He has 13 points. The kick out, extra pass. Grand Rapids, no, they don't catch the shooter on the straightaway 3, but the rebound is tipped to Harvey off the miss from Willis. Grand Rapids still with the edge in 3-point shooting. O'Reilly, dribble drive, denied by Rainey. Minnesota, what will they do? Attack, and they'll shoot free throws. Terrell Clark with 14 points.
Number 3, Terrell Clark is the line for Minnesota. He makes the first.
Clark on the board. But he splits again, and Minnesota, their free throw woes have yet to abate. Vander the second. Over to Ryans the second. Pass tipped. Harvey canning onto it. Clark sprints ahead for the layup. Clark with 17. Minnesota back within 4. The Bulldogs read the high-low. Another takeaway. This is where Minnesota has been able to regain some ground. Their defensive tenacity. Short-range bunny. No. Clark throws up a prayer and gets the Plinko bounce. I can't give him $10,000 for that, but that was a gritty second chance bucket. That could be a crucial one as we continue in this battle of division rivals in the Maximum Basketball League, formerly Midwest Basketball League. Ryans the second. Short corner jumper, swish, as the shot clock was winding down. Ryans the second with 27 points. And if Grand Rapids does get the win, there'll be a big reason why. But still plenty of basketball to be played as Clark, his three rims out. Rainey with the rebound. Williams misses the three. Rebound Ryans the second. Vander the second. Taylor, the skip, but getting hounded underneath was Jimmy Harvey by Clark. And that will result in a foul that actually is the first charged foul of the quarter. Technical fouls do not count, as you know, with pro rules. Hold up. I'll say this much, everyone's raring to go. I'm sure Abe was like that back in the day, just wanted to get out there. As soon as he got the ball, just run it out. 77-73. Vander, sent away. Minnesota's defense clamps down once more. Mikola, spin move. Can't get the positioning. Harvey with the rebound. Grand Rapids, O'Reilly bounces it off the bleachers. It will stay with Grand Rapids. Step back three. Williams got a piece of it. .436 left in the third, and that was Sammy Ryans who gets up. A foul was called. I believe a clear path foul was called. Sam Willis all by himself at the free throw line. Splits. But it will be Minnesota ball. Minnesota back within one possession, but 6 of 15. They are 40% from the free throw line. Mikola misses the short corner jumper. Grand Rapids close to 90% from the free throw line. Minty, too strong. 4:15 left. Bounce pass, Minnesota able to thread it. And Reggie Rogers, the beneficiary, makes it a 1-point game. O'Reilly. He does the same for Minty. And Grand Rapids says right back at you. Minty with just his second field goal. I still don't see any sign of Decoy Hines. I don't think he'll be playing for the rest of this one, but just about everyone else from Minnesota has stepped up at some point. The three goes in and out for Williams, or I should say McCullough. Cope. Kick out, the three. That rims out. Minty gets the rebound. Another chance for the Fusion. Ryans. Whoa! Sammy Ryans showing off what the three-point shot can do. You have to respect it, so it freed him up to drop a reverse. Blocking foul, it's on Minty. Just the second foul assessed in this quarter. Willis. Clark goes out to McCullough. Runs through the lane and flips it in again. McCullough, he's got 11. Minnesota keeping pace. Ryans to O'Reilly. Short. Rebound, Haymore. Minnesota with the rock. And hoping to rock their way to the next round. Terrell Clark. Another short bunny in the lane, 81-80. Just like the first meeting, a lot of offense. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 three-pointers for Sammy Ryans. 84-80, Sammy Ryans, 32 points. Haymore, out to McCullough. He pulls up for the long two. What the? There are bounces, there are Plinko bounces, and then there are Kawhi Leonard Plinko bounces all rolled up into one. 84-82. McCullough with the poke. It leads to a steal. Minnesota clears. Willis to the cup. Willis with 21. We're tied at 84. Vander. Can't get it. Clark. Minnesota with numbers. It's a spin cycle extra rinse for Sam Willis, who rains down another layup. He's got 23. Minnesota retakes the lead. Still a minute to go. Side fade. Vander for three. Banks it in. Marcus Vander, no, they call it a three. Now a whistle with 59.5. Vander the second with 17 points. I'm not sure what the whistle is for. They say Minnesota took a timeout, but I don't see them huddling up. I have no idea what's happening. I don't like to admit it, but occasionally you just have to throw up your arms and say, I have no clue. 87-86, I can't clue you in. Marcus Vander, that three was his first field goal of the entire quarter. Clark can't get the roll that time. Cope. Backs off. On the move. Minty from 15. Well, that was from 15, but that was a pass from 15 to O'Reilly. And O'Reilly, with the solid third quarter, goes up to 15. Shot clock and game clock identical. Just about. Minnesota can run this all the way down. Trailing by 3. Terrell Clark spots the clock. Not showing any sign of haste. Now he makes his move. Kick out. 3-ball. Short. McCullough can't save it. No, he does. Will that count? No. Williams a little late. That's the end of quarter number 3. Grand Rapids 89, Minnesota 86. One more quarter to decide who advances in this single elimination playoff battle. This is MBL basketball on TSB Television.
Twin Cities sports broadcasting, and a whole lot more. That's what you get from TSB Television. We provide long-lasting digital coverage of your favorite athletes from the preps to the pros. Dazzling moves.
Holloman, good if it goes. Yes!
Game winners.
From James. She's in trouble. Finds James. Toss shot! It goes in!
And everything in between. Before we let you go, do you want to say hi to anybody?
Oh, I don't know. Let's put me on the spot there.
If you want to connect with our audience, visit us at patreon.com/TSB Television or sponsor our coverage through PayPal and Cash App. Thank you for watching.
One more quarter to go. 89-86. These two, they don't mess around with timeouts, this league. And Minnesota not messing around, but Williams can't get the finish on the runner. Vander for three, in and out. This is do or die time. Whether you're playing in the NBA Finals, the state tournament, which will begin next week for the girls, the boys will start a week after that. This is what everyone plays for. Everyone gathers. Touch three from long range, pure. E.J. Haymore ties it up with his first bucket of any kind. And Minnesota Grand Rapids, it's been a yo-yo game. Grand Rapids led for most of the second. Minnesota gets the stop. And the official, nice save, catching up to it before the ball hit our scoreboard camera. 89-89. That's Rainey. He hands it off to Copeland. Devontae has yet to score. Barker. Can he post up? Down low. Minnesota now missing a few bunnies. Pass. Taken away. It's Copeland with the scoop and score. Devontae read that as soon as the pass was released. Minnesota up by 2. Ryan's looking to change that. Dead ball rebound to the Fusion. PACT doesn't see a whole lot of postseason action at the high school circuit, but they're getting quite the show here as O'Reilly gets the leader to go. 17 for O'Reilly. He, Vander, and Ryans have been the big three for Grand Rapids. Minnesota getting support all around, but they are coming up short on these bunnies. You wonder if fatigue, endurance might be coming into play as Grand Rapids takes a timeout. 10:04 left in the fourth. 91 all.
When the high school season is over, TSB Television goes on the highlight trail. Our highlight reels provide you with a valuable resource for recruiters and a keepsake of your favorite athlete. To learn more about our highlight reel services, contact us at tsbtelevision@gmail.com.
91-91. I'm Mike Peden. Here I am all by myself talking to myself. All by myself talking to myself. That's chaos theory. There are people wondering, what am I doing here? In fact, I want to know what I'm doing here. No, I can tell you what I'm doing here. Cope pulls up. Can't get the three. And no tip in for Harvey. Minnesota looking to say, not like us. We're better. Devontae Copeland drains the runner. It became a viral sensation at this year's Super Bowl. A bump, no foul, we play on, and Haymore got back in the field to play in time. So Minnesota may have caught a break. Let's see what they do with it. Well, it goes the other way. Vander sprints ahead. Vander with 19 after that speedy take in transition. 93-93. This game has been moving with haste. Haymore launches off balance, gets it to go anyway. Haymore with 2 big threes. He hadn't scored at all until this final frame. Ryans, you know Minnesota will keep an eye on him as he surveys the perimeter. Ball broken up, and it will ricochet past our scoreboard cam. Minnesota ball, 96-93. If you like high-flying action, we've got it here. Another 3, this one's short. And we've got plenty more games coming your way in the spring as we'll go into celebration mode. Offensive foul, Harvey tagged with the bump. And Minnesota gets the stop. 8:27 left in the fourth, 96-93. Winner moves on, loser goes home. Now where the next playoff round will be is anyone's guess. But you gotta win this one, win the one that's in front of you, and that's a foul on Vander as Sam Willis tried to go up with it. 8:15 left in the fourth. And free throws coming, although that has been anything but automatic for Minnesota. No free throws. Minnesota 6 of 18. If they advance, they're going to have to step up the free throw shooting. You never know when it will matter, and it might matter here. You look at the discrepancy as Harvey scores down low. Grand Rapids plus 11 in free throw makes. Minnesota struggling from that aspect. Let's see what happens. CJ Parker works his way along the baseline and drops a reverse of his own, 98-95. Ryans. He gets hacked and he'll shoot 2.
Number 2, Stephen Wright gets the line from there and shoot 2. He gets the first.
Ryans, his first points of the fourth. Had that humongous first quarter, 5 3-pointers. And with those free throws, Grand Rapids is now above 90%, 19 of 21. 98-97, Ryans with 34. Willis. 3 on the way. No, Willis blocked from behind. Vander. He launches. Harvey gives Grand Rapids the lead once more. Harvey with 8. And if you're Minnesota, this is where you'd like to have a few more free throws in your pocket. 6 of 18, hard to cut it at any level. But still plenty of time left. In a 1-point contest, another 3 misfires for Sam Willis. O'Reilly, guarded by Copeland. Out to Ryans, who has been the maestro of this one. Certainly the player of the game if Grand Rapids wins it. Works off the screen, gives him space, but the 3 is long. Rebound ricochets to Cope, and Grand Rapids gets another try. They reset the shot clock to 24, but Grand Rapids won't wait that long, not when you've got guys like Vander. 22 points, and that should read 102-98. For some reason, the scoreboard only has the 3rd digit up there, but it's 102-98. Bryce Williams misses the mid-range jumper. He had 7 points in the first, and that's it. The Grand Rapids coaches are saying, hey, what's going on here? Now we have 10. I have never seen this happen. I've seen some 100-point games, but I've never seen a situation unfold where we can't get that third digit. We do have a camera on the scoreboard. That's how we put our clocks on screen. I guess, do we call this a scoreboard timeout? That's what the fans are saying. Well, I guess we get a little bit of a breather. 5:43 left. Apparently, I need more GoPros. We need a scoreboard cam. No, we need a scores table cam. Watching everyone furiously enter the numbers to the thing. How is this possible? I do not know. 5:43 left. Well, we've got 99. There, we got 100. I think we've got this. Yes! We figured it out. I never thought we would be baffled, stymied by 3 digits on the scoreboard. I have never seen anything like that. I've been calling games for 19 years at the high school level, small college level, semi-pro. I remember doing Lakers games way back when. We never had a problem at the high school for recording arts, but what do I know? All right, back to action. And Grand Rapids catches Minnesota falling asleep. That could be a clutch play on the part of Vander. 104-98, but we still have 5:35 to go. No one has won this yet. And Minnesota, they've been able to make charges before, turning defense into offense. Mikola, yes. Kashmir Mikola has been there when needed, and he answers the call once again. Ryans trying to play off a screen. Instead, we'll go back. 2, 3, yes! Vander again, 27, and there's just not much you can do against the long ball. Remember, these are college graduates. They have long range. They're used to shooting from further behind the arc. And Grand Rapids in position. Vander, extra pass, 3 from the wing, swish. Ryans feeding the hot hand in Vander, and Marcus Vander with 30. 4:25 to go. Minnesota, they've got to move as they trail by 10. Inside, it is Parker with another reverse, but they're trading 2s for 3s. They need to get a stop or 2 as they try to pick up a home playoff win. It's single elimination. Array, free after the screen. Extra pass, Ryans. Dead ball rebound to Minnesota. There's the stop we were talking about. 110-102. Winner moves on. Just like the other tournaments. Parker missing the 3. The 3 ball just hasn't been there for Minnesota. Cope, let's see how they handle this. 3.5 to go. 8-point lead, not exactly safe. If this were high school ball, maybe. But different story here with the shorter shot clock. Vander stripped. Minnesota 3-on-1. And a big block for Ryans. That will give Grand Rapids time to set up a defense. 3:17, and Grand Rapids will take a timeout. This one is a timeout, an actual timeout. 110-102. Fusion up by 8.
Mic'd Up Sports is TSB Television's talk show series. Available on all major podcast platforms, we offer sports figures, past and present, a place to convey stories and adventures on a deeper level than our traditional game coverage. Whether you're a superstar athlete or someone who works behind the scenes, we'd be honored to share your story. If you'd like to be a guest, contact us at The Mike Peden on all major social platforms.
110-102. 3:17 on the clock. Minnesota. This is see what you're made of time. 3-ball quarter pocket. Kashmir McCullough gives Minnesota something they haven't had a ton of, and that's the long ball to make it a 5-point margin. But Grand Rapids, they've been feasting on threes. Look out. Short. Rebound. Haymore. He's given Minnesota a couple of trays. Wants to move inside. Too strong. Rebound tipped by the Fusion. Bulldogs will get it on the side out. 2:45. It's Willis. He can't get the bounce. And Minnesota doesn't get back. They catch up to O'Reilly in time to knock it away. And we're going to see DeAndre Jones enter the game for the first time. You never know who the heroes will be.
Everybody clap your hands.
All right. Can Grand Rapids close this one out? Ryans guarded heavily. Ryans swarmed. Jump ball. And at this level, we jump. There's no possession arrow, which I'm not a fan of. I wish they would get rid of it at the lower levels, but I digress. This is not Mike Peden rant time. This is show what you're made of time. Minnesota winning the jump ball, so they do get the defensive stop after nearly giving O'Reilly an uncontested look to the rim. Oh, Minnesota missing a lot of these bunnies. Vander. Rebound. Travel. Minnesota getting chance after chance. A traveling call on Vander. 110-105. Minnesota, they need a bucket. Got to be careful. Whoa. Grand Rapids, they were saying, hey, that was about to go out of bounds, and it nearly did. Minnesota, I guess they're going to do this the hard way. Terrell Clark had a man in front of him all the way. He shrugs it off, lays it in, and has a chance to make this a 2-point game with a free throw. More importantly, he does make it a 1-possession margin. And that is a big make for Minnesota. They haven't had too many of them, but it's a 2-point game. Now the door is open. Vander pulls up, banks it in. Vander, a magnificent, voluminous fourth quarter. He's got 32. Foul. It is on Grand Rapids. Is it a shooting foul? Minnesota says it is. And it was. I wasn't sure if they were signaling the other direction or a shooting foul, but it was a shooting foul. So Terrell Clark has a chance to score with the clock stopped.
Substitution. Harvey checks in. for Grand Rapids.
127. Grand Rapids overcoming a slow start. They've held the upper hand for most of this one. Clark misses. Minnesota 7 of 21. Grand Rapids up by 4. Vander! That's what you call situational awareness. Vander knew he just had to beat one defender, and that lane was his. Haymore missing the layup, and Grand Rapids can sense a road playoff victory. Vander nearly lost it. Grand Rapids will work the clock. Minnesota has to play foul and chase here with 58.9.
Minnesota number 3 to round 1.
114-108. They will work the clock. Minnesota springs the trap. Haymore, extra pass. The 3, offline. That was Minnesota's last best chance, I think. Grand Rapids fires. There's your dagger, and it comes from Lamont Cope. 30 seconds. Minnesota just ran out of gas, and all those missed free throws are going to loom large as Clark scores. But with only 20 seconds left, hooray! Hooray! Ole! Hip hip hooray! That's what Grand Rapids is going to be telling themselves. Minnesota gets a 3, but it won't be with enough time. Parker will finish with 18, but Grand Rapids will finish with the playoff win. The 3-point parade is their ticket, 120-113. Grand Rapids moves on, avenging their regular season loss here, and they will continue in the playoff hunt. What a game. The 3-ball, the big ticket for Grand Rapids as they advance to the next round. Congratulations to the Fusion. And Minnesota's season, as we understand, comes to an end, but they gave us some entertainment. Hopefully we'll have some more games for you next season if the Bulldogs have another year. For now, we will go to break and try to get an interview or two with the Fusion players. This is MBL Basketball on TSP Television. Just before we turn this on, Sammy Ryans and Marcus Vander were showing off the Casper slide. Both of you, I guess, Sammy Ryan the second, Marcus Vander the second, but both of you played like number one with your three-point shooting tonight. So tell me, what does it mean to get a road playoff win using the 3-ball? Enough to get you 5 hops, right?
Right. I mean, that's what we do. You know, me and Marcus, we work on our game a lot. And we always say, we have a joke. It says something about them seconds. I'm a second. We said something about them seconds. So, but usually we play hard, we work hard, and we know our game. So that's how we play basketball.
Well, Sammy, you set the tone early. 15 first quarter points, 5 3-pointers. You finished with 7 overall. How do you think that helped Grand Rapids set the tone and keep Minnesota at bay?
I'm just here to, play ball. You know what I'm saying? I've been playing since I was a kid. I feel like them trade balls is huge. So, that's my game. I shoot, Marcus score. That's our game.
So do you have any idols or players you look up to for those 3-point shots of yours?
Curry, you could say, I guess. Curry, I like Curry, but my favorite player in the NBA is Nikola Jokic. Now, he's not really a 3-point shooter, but that's my guy.
Hey, there's more than one way to make an impact in this sport. And Marcus, you came on strong in the fourth quarter. You both finished with 30-plus. I think you had 32, he had 34. Like I said, you may be seconds, but you were coming in for thirds. So tell me, you came in the fourth. How do you think that helped Minnesota, or I should say Grand Rapids? Minnesota was
in there until the end. Your fourth quarter surge, how big was that?
Well, you know, the fourth quarter is always the most important quarter of the game. It's about how you finish, not really about how you start. We started off, he started off, we both finished, you know what I mean? It's a team effort.
What do you think about this team? What does it say to get a win like this on the road? You had a larger contingent than last time you were here, but it's never easy to go on someone else's floor and pick up the win.
Right. Say that again? What's the question?
What does it mean to get a road win?
Oh, it means a lot, you know what I mean? And it sends a message to the team that's next on our list. Oh, my God. Shout out to Gerardo Ray for giving us the ball when we needed it, you know. But, yeah, it sends a shout-out to the team next up. Watch out, because we the underdogs.
And you embodied this late, too. I feel like Grand Rapids had that last extra gear, picking up on lanes, recognition, seeing when you could attack. I feel that made a big difference, too. How do you keep your game face on late in a game when you might be tired, you might be getting a little winded, fumes are starting to peter out perhaps? You found that last push to get you over the finish line.
Well, it's all about how you practice. You practice how you play, and I always put 110% whenever I'm practicing. I'll never play around or joke around. I'll take this game serious. It's my life, you know what I mean?
Ball is life, as the saying goes. And for the two of you, I think you both played college ball in Michigan, or, okay, you did. Sammy did. Marcus did not, although I think you would have found a home, I think.
No, he should have.
That's what I'm saying. Marcus should have. Marcus could have found a home, I think. But what do you get most out of this, the chance to continue playing? I know it's not quite NBA level exposure, but you still get a chance to go out there and show everyone that you can knock down threes and do a whole lot of other things.
Yes, sir. I just enjoy the game, man. I've been playing since I was a kid, man, and like over the years, even in high school, I wasn't even a big name. Like in high school, I was the last man off the bench. So, you know, going to high school, going to college, I feel like just playing, man, every day, just the love of the game. I feel like that's my passion. So doing this like every weekend or practicing and working on my craft, bro, that's a blessing, man, from God. So, yeah.
What about you, Marcus?
Same thing. Been playing since I was a kid. I wasn't that person, that go-to person in high school. I was a starter, but I wasn't looked at as a scorer, which made me change my game around right after I graduated. A lot of people looked down on me, and I had that chip on my shoulder.
Well, if you could run it back, I think they might go to you as a starter now. But more importantly, you've become go-to players and have found a way to evolve your game, and you're going to continue playing at least for another week. Who knows where, but you've got the playoff win, and that's what counts. Before we go, do you want to say hi to anybody?
I want to say hi to my daughter Sophia, to my beautiful wife Linnell. I want to say hi to my mama, my daddy. Shout out to my people. That's it. That's all I gotta say.
And you, Marcus?
Same thing. Shout out my mom and dad, my brothers, my sisters, my best friend, my kids that couldn't make it, my wife, not my wife, but future wife to be, sitting there with my baby inside. You know, shout out to her.
Yes, sir.
Well, I guess you're going to have some drills, I think, because your wife-to-be is going to watch this tape. So if your kid wants to take up basketball, she's going to pull this up and go, yeah.
Don't know the gender yet, but she or he has no choice. They're definitely picking up a ball.
Well, thanks for stopping by. Congrats on the win. Good luck the rest of the way as you continue your playoff run. And whether you come in first, second, or third, you came out on top, and that's what counts.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you so much.
Hey, appreciate you. Thank you.
That's Sammy Ryans and Marcus Vander, and that will wrap up our coverage here from Pack Charter in Ramsey. For the rest of our crew, I'm Mike Beaton. Thank you for watching MBL Playoff Basketball.